There it is. Billet rotary. Billet sequential transmission. That's what we're talking about. KMR, Kyle Mohan Racing, and I'm at my shop, and I finally had the opportunity to check out one of the projects or ideas for a project that I've wanted to work on for a long time now. And I am sorry, my HGT transmission is a little dirty, and my 3-rotor from Billet Inc. is a little dusty. It's been on the shelf for a little bit, and my floor is dirty. Bear with me. We've got a full Billet drivetrain here, and that's really what I've been working on for a long time. Being able to run the combination of a Billet block rotary with a Billet gearbox to make roughly 1,000 horsepower and have it be delivered reliably to the back end, to the rear end, where, you know, you have your own problems back there. But this is just a great setup, and the reason I pulled the HGT out of the MX-5 was so I could work on the combination of a Billet multi-rotor setup in a new project that KMR is working towards working on. I know this is a 3-rotor right here, but really my goal is to eventually get to a 4-rotor Billet combination. But I figured, hey, I've got the ability to start right now. So here it is. Let's start with it. Let's talk about it. I think for about 4 years now, maybe even 5, I've been running HGT boxes. I've never had a failure. They're a Billet case. Their newer boxes are even more beautiful than this, and this one's got about 3 years of use on it, so you can see how they look after some use. They also offer full Billet bell housings. This is one of their cast bell housings, and in Formula Drift we have to run an SFI approved bell housing now, so just some information. All their shift linkage setup, really reliable. I run an upright style sequential shifter that mounts up in this location of the tunnel. They also offer a paddle shift setup. You can check some of that out through the KMR website or through HGT themselves. It's got reverse. This one's the 5-speed. They do offer a 4, 5, and 6-speed models. Really great company to work with. There's a couple distributors here in the United States, including myself. So if anybody has questions, let us know. But like I said, we've been putting roughly 1,000 horsepower through these boxes in Formula Drift, and we've never had any issues. I know other competitors in the U.S. have had no issues, and a lot of people do run these in the street. So just a really nice, smooth shifting sequential box. Another feature is they make their own throwout bearing. It's really reliable. I've been very happy with it, and it takes the high RPM that a rotary does deliver perfectly fine. Something that I had issues with some other companies. So Billet case, very strong, no twist, no deflection, very lightweight. I like its upright profile for gearboxes, and when mated to the rotary, it's a very compact package that is fairly lightweight and is able to withstand a lot of horsepower. Coming up to our Billet Inc. motor, this is one of their earlier blocks that's known for just being exceptionally strong. You can see in the castings, everything's been enlarged compared to a factory cast iron rotary block. And then on the front end, it's got one of their front bearing carrier and dry sump, external dry sump setup front covers. So really cool stuff. I'm really happy to have both the motor and the gearbox on the ground together. And we've got a chassis incoming that this setup or something very similar to this is going to go into. So there you have it. Just some updates at KMR. Billet Inc. 3-rotor. Lighter, stronger, more boost potential. And one of our older HGT boxes, but I mean, these are just fantastic boxes. Gaining in popularity, more and more racers and street cars running them. Just like the Billet rotary motors. becoming more and more available. We're seeing more and more of them in a multitude of applications. Future KMR projects. Wonder what we got cooking. Alright, so that's it. We're going to wrap it on out of here. Hope everybody's having a good start to their week, and we've got a lot of fun stuff coming up, including the Formula Drift season.